Welcome everyone to this random feature match that I want to show y'all. Here we have Mondo on the left piloting Vanquish K9 versus Israel on the right piloting Maliss. Why is this important here that I'm telling y'all that it's just a feature match and not just an overall tournament? Well, it is a tournament. However, my storage on my phone just ended up not, cooperating with me. I figured out the problem. A little bit too late though, and that was around top 4. So I was only able to actually grab 3 videos. So I'll just put these out throughout the week as feature matches to showcase some duels between some popular decks. Might as well, right? Sorry for all that yapping, of course, though. This was round 1 of the Saturday night tournament. The Saturday night tournament actually only had 14 players in comparison to Wednesday, which had 18, but we still ended up having top 4. So here we can see Israel is yet again piloting Maliss. It is his secret sauce, more like, the standard stuff that he likes to play, at least at the moment. I do want to, of course, shout out Israel really quick. He is getting married here this week, actually. So congratulations to Israel. If you guys would like to tell him or wish him a happy marriage, please do so in the comments down below. Now, with all of that aside, yeah, today we have, of course, Maliss versus Vanquish K9, and this matchup favors, or in general favors the Maliss opponent, whereas Vanquish K9, they have to open so much gas to be able to play through the interruptions that they're able to put, but generally you will not be able to. I've tried many times. You have to open a lot of hand traps, and it doesn't seem that Mondo ended up opening up any, as he only got the Imperm, and that's about it. Which is really unfortunate because, like, Imperm alone does not stop a slop combo deck like Maliss, but you kind of have to work to the best of your ability to hit the best, type of monster with it, right? Mondo has also played Maliss before, so he's probably still a bit familiar with how to, interact with the deck. However, the Maliss that he touched was not as neutered as the current one that Israel's playing with. So here, Israel ends up summoning out the March Hare by banishing the TV11, which can be shuffled back with the Harsh Cryptor, which I believe he's going to go for here. And then this should allow him to go for the Allied Code Talker afterwards. Now, this was on Saturday, right? We did have top 4, and at the end of this video, I'll of course let you guys know the results of the tournament, or at least the results of what happened after this, and then after I show you guys the third round, which will be, I believe, Sunday of this week, I'll let y'all know who win. So yeah, here he summons out March Hare plus the Wizard at Ignister, links off for Link Karibo, and then he's going to go ahead and link 5 into a Allied Code Talker at Ignister, which should summon back out Transcode plus the Red Ransom. So, I mean, a lot of layered interactions. He has 3 cards set. He has an Omni Negate, a Trap Negate, Harsh Cryptor Banish, probably NTP Access, which is going to be another banish, and follow-up, of course. And the Transcode Talker, I believe, gives attack to whatever it points to, but I could be wrong. I think it might have to be linked, so we'll figure that out soon. And then, of course, Allied Code is boosted by the amount of monsters that is summoned out and is currently pointing to, I believe. So, it's a lot to try to get through. Now, I believe this might, I could be wrong, but this might be Mondo's first time playing Vanquish K9. And if anyone knows how to play Vanquish K9, it is me, Big Dog. So hopefully I can catch some things that he may have done wrong, or maybe some things that he's done right. So we're going to see him start with a normal summon of Raisin, which is going to be right under the Allied Code Talker column. However, he is going to be met with a Malice in the Mirror that gets hit with Burger, that gets hit with Allied Code, and then Caesar is going to target the Raisin. So Mondo ending up opening all the 1-uhs, but it doesn't really matter because Israel just has too much. So we're going to move on to game number 2. There was really nothing Mondo could have done there at all. So yeah. Now I know what some of y'all might say in the comments. Oh, he had Lupus, so he could have gone and, made Typhon. Typhon doesn't deal well with that type of board. That's all I'm gonna say. Anyways, here in game number 2, Mondo is going to go ahead and start, and he's going to start with a Rhoda, which is going to grab him a Raisin here. At this point, we are going to see him probably normal summon it. After all, he didn't get drolled. Oh, but he does have Noroi. I see. And Izuna, it looks like, as well. Okay. I think it might be worth starting with... maybe the Noroi is the better play. Because you might want to go for a Saryuja line. And it is greedy. But also Noroi helps you play around like an Impulse. But then again, if you do that, then like you have no further play. So no, maybe it is Raisin to start here. So after deliberating for a bit, he's going to go ahead and normal summon the Raisin, which gets imperned, unfortunately. But this is okay. He has Izuna, and he has Ash, plus Nib in hand, so he'll have plenty of interruptions. And the wonderful thing about Vanquish Soul is even if they get stopped on their one play, Rock allows them to just move forward. Now, if Israel has Impulse or Imperm here, that's going to be big. And unfortunately, he does. So again... Vanquish Soul is one of those decks that often will only start with one play, game one, whichever game, right, in which they go first. It's the hands where they have multiple plays that ends up helping them in the long run. Which is very rare now, because your access to Holisu is limited, right? You only have one copy. Your access to Jokul is limited. You only have one copy. Same thing with Case. And a lot of builds I've seen have stopped playing the force release, not only just in the main, but also in the side. So your backup plan is kind of weaker at that point. But yeah, here we're going to see Israel... he doesn't have much plays after the TB11 got ashed here. So he ends up summoning the Magnemite by banishing the White Rabbit. And then that's going to deal, I believe, 25 plus 3. I think 28 total. So, okay. End phase, he is going to be able to search a Druid Worm if he wants. But first, he's going to go ahead and probably make an SP Little Knight. SP Little Knight's going to go ahead and... banish the Rock, but that will be met with a Nibiru here. Okay, yeah, not too shabby. He did also activate a monster effect, so if Mondo wants here, at the end of main, he can summon Izuna, summon Lupus, and make a, what's his name? Make a Ripper, but it looks like he opts not to. I think I would have gone for it, honestly. It would have baited, again, another hand trap if possible, and would have allowed him to have the Ripper, because even if he goes for a Haggard Lizard dose, well, no, it wouldn't matter because the Druid Storm gets added in the end phase. So yeah, no, I think I would have gone for it. But in this case, Mondo should be fine. So he's going to go ahead and potentially add Holisu. Let's see the attributes. He has Noroi plus Izuna and Ash Blossom. I see. This is tough. Oh no, he has Ghost Bell. He only has Earths in hand. Oh, maybe it was better to go with Noroi then. Yeah, see, in that case, I think he should have gone Izuna, right? Like, he should have gone Izuna, dump Lupus. Even if that play gets stopped, that's fine. You have a level 5 available that you can tribute summon next turn in order to keep playing. So this is a misplay here. But this is not the worst of it because... well, I was going to say he should be able to recover it if he goes Rock, summons Mad Love, grab Field Spell. Fortunately, he gets drolled. Man, that is just unfortunate. Okay. Rock is going to go ahead and add the Raisin, and essentially he is just going to have to live, right, for the next turn. But, you know, Israel did droll him, so he's able to special summon out the Izuna to dump the copy of Lupus. Lupus from here is going to summon itself, and I guess he could make a Noroi to pop the token. No, actually, the token has 0 defense, so he could just try to deal some good damage here. Yeah, that's what I would do, actually. After all, he only has... Oh, well, maybe it's worth actually going for the Ripper because of Druid Swarm. I forgot about that. Yeah, so here we see Ripper, and then Ripper's going to detach to... No, you can't search because of Droll, yeah. So, no, Ripper here is fine, though. It cannot be targeted by the Druid's Worm, so you could just run it over. Nah, but you'd probably just negate it, right? Because you don't want the Rocket the Vanquisher to go to the graveyard and then you lose your Raisin follow-up. So, yeah. Israel now is going to draw for turn. I think he drew into a TB11. Here he's going to go White Rabbit, normal summon. And no, he actually just ended up drawing a Impulse instead. God damn, dude. How does he do it? Yeah, no, this is rough. On all fronts, Mondo is just being checked by Israel's massive hand trap count. Now here, Israel's going to try to summon the Druid's Worm by banishing a copy of the Magnamut. I think it's worth, well, if you banish a negate... Yeah, no, I think using Bell there is fine. Because now, if he goes MTP, yeah, he gets to summon back off of White Rabbit, but then March Hare gets stopped by the Ripper, and he already used his normal summon, so he's not able to, you know, extend past this, actually. So I think Mondo should win from here in the long run. So here... he searches for Dormouse. He realizes that the Ripper is going to check the March Hare, so he's going to summon out the Dormouse in defense mode now. He's locked into links now because of this, and then he's going to pass. So yeah, Israel realizes he's going to lose next turn, so we're going to go to a game number 3. Good job on Mondo for staying in the game. Alright, game number 3, and this is the all-important one. Maliss has the biggest advantage because it's going first. And here we see Chessy Cat, which is normal summon and then declaring the effect to draw. And Mondo here is essentially forced to Ash Blossom. He does have a second one in hand with Double Stake Your Soul and Case, but that's the problem. He has Double Stake Your Soul and Case. He doesn't have any other hand traps. He doesn't have Wallows, he didn't have Perulia. He was kind of cooked from the start here. And Israel does have multiple Maliss monsters. You know, double Chessy is not the craziest, but because he has Wizard, he's actually able to continue playing. I mean, this is going to lead him to be able to go for Red Ransom, of course Haggard Lizardos, right? And then from here, Red Ransom searches the field spell, which gets him to Dormouse, which gets him to White Rabbit. I mean, there's so much that's going on here. Like, Mondo cannot catch a break. You know, it's just the luck of the deck. Sometimes you will just draw too much engine, and a lot of the times that can be good in VS if you have, again, Holisu access. But in this case, it's not. And it's not even correct to summon Holisu in a circumstance like this, because if it gets SP Little Knighted, it's gone for good, right? So it's just really unfortunate. Anyways, here the White Rabbit gets summoned off of the Dormouse effect to banish it, and then sets, wow, I believe it was TB. And now Israel's going to go ahead and link to, probably for the Cyber's Wicked, although he doesn't really need to, right? He already used backup. I guess he could always search a March Hare though, right? Because it, oh no, it has to search a tuner dark Cybers, right? So no, March Hare wouldn't work. I don't think it's a tuner. That's interesting. I guess you could still do it, right? Because you can still banish the Red Ransom and then get a extender off of that, and then that gets you to March Hare. So yeah, no. I like how the sequence is going here. So he grabs the backup off the Cyber's Wicked, Red Ransom summon, banish the March Hare pay 300 to add back. I mean, this is just good Maliss gameplay here. Israel has been playing this deck for a very long time, so I trust that he knows the ins and outs of the decks, like, you know, anyone that puts in time would. But yeah, no, from here, I mean, his extender is Wizard. I guess he would have to go Transcode Talker, Transcode Summon back, and then he could make a Cryptor, and then Wizard, Summon 2, make Allied Code, and pray you just don't get Nibiru, right? I mean, you kind of have to go for it at this point, because setting up minor interruptions is something that Vanquish Soul should be able to play through. But we'll see here what ends up happening. I mean, yeah, he's taking his time here, debating on how to sequence this. I think he has it in the bag. I guess, you know, whilst he's taking his time, I'm going to go ahead and look up Transcode Talker's summoning effect just to see if there's like a restriction on like how he has to do this. I don't think there is, but we'll figure it out here. So yeah, he's going to go ahead and summon Transcode Talker. Transcode Talker is not going to use his effect. He's going to use the Wizard at Ignister right under the Transcode Talker zone. And then from here, that's interesting. Maybe Transcode has to summon a monster under it as a co-link. Let's look that up here. I will put it on the screen for y'all to read if you want to. You can target a link 3 or lower Cyberse link monster in your graveyard except itself. To special summon it to a zone, discard points too. And then you cannot special summon a monster to turn you activate this effect, or for the rest of the turn, right? Oh no, it looks like Access Code Talker doesn't get to use this effect here because he made a Haggard Lizard Dose. Oh my god, and then he made mistaken arrest. Mondo, I'm sorry, Israel wins round number 1, and that is just crazy to me, dude. The mistaken arrest here solidified the deal, in my honest opinion, because Mondo had gas to push through, but like it just, what can you do when you have a turn 0 droll activated on you, man? Ah, man. Well, thank you guys for watching, of course. You know, if you guys enjoyed this video, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. And yeah, you know, hopefully we don't see floodgates anymore. Konami, please ban all floodgates. I beg of you. Alright guys, again, if you guys want to participate in tournaments just like this, please head on over to Epik Cards and Games every Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday night at 7 p.m. where we host Advanced Yu-Gi-Oh! 8 players for a box tourney, and the more players we get, the more prizing we can get as well. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.